All right, let's talk about the one thing, the one fundamental rule that separates the businesses that blow up from the ones that just fizzle out. It's a single, super powerful concept that, once you really get it, can totally change the game for your company.
So what is it? What's this massive oversight? What is the number one blind spot for so many smart, passionate, hardworking entrepreneurs? It's not what you think. It's not about having some world-changing idea or a flawless product. Nope, it's something way, way more fundamental.
And here we have it. Professor Mucci just nails it with his second rule for small businesses. Have an intimate knowledge of your basic transaction. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds kind of simple, almost too simple, right? But trust me, the secret to sustainable growth is packed right into that one little sentence.
And let's be super clear here. This isn't just a helpful tip or a nice little suggestion. This is a rule for survival. Mastering your transaction is the difference between making smart, strategic moves and just kind of guessing your way into failure. This right here is the biggest trap that new entrepreneurs fall into. We get completely distracted by these vanity metrics. You know what I'm talking about. Social media likes, website visits, email open rates. It feels good, it feels like progress, but here's the tough truth. Likes don't pay the bills. The actual survival of your business depends on the core metrics, the numbers that live deep inside every single sale. How much profit you actually make, what it costs to get a customer in the door, and how much that customer is truly worth over their lifetime.
So if we're going to get that intimate knowledge that Professor Mucci is talking about, first we have to pop the hood. We need to actually dissect the transaction itself and understand its anatomy.
Think of it like this. Your basic transaction is literally the DNA of your business. Contained in that simple exchange of value is the entire genetic code that decides whether you're built for growth or if you're just destined to fail. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you sell. You could be selling cups of coffee, or you could be selling complex software. Every single transaction can be broken down into these 4 key stages: acquisition, value delivery, payment, and follow-up. And you've got to understand each one.
It all kicks off with acquisition. Now, this is so much more than just your ad budget. This is the total cost in both time and money to get one single person to say yes and become a paying customer. If you don't know this number, you're flying completely blind.
Next up, we have value delivery. This is the moment of truth where the rubber meets the road. This is where you actually deliver on the promise you made in your marketing. The quality of your product, your customer service. This is what determines whether a customer feels like they got a great deal or if they feel totally ripped off.
After the value is delivered, it's time for payment. This seems like it should be the easy part, but you would be shocked at how many businesses lose customers right here. Every little bit of friction, a confusing checkout page, a missing payment option, is a chance for that buyer to just give up and walk away at the last second.
And finally, we have the follow-up. Look, the transaction is not over when the money hits your account. This is everything you do after the sale to turn that one-time buyer into a loyal, repeat customer. This stage is where sustainable, long-term businesses are truly built.
Okay, so that's the framework. Now let's make it practical. Gaining that intimate knowledge really just boils down to asking yourself 4 brutally honest questions, one for each stage we just talked about.
First up, acquisition. And be honest with yourself. When you factor in everything, ad spend, marketing salaries, your own time, all of it, what does it really cost you to bring one paying customer through the door? Do you actually know this number? Second question is about value delivery. Step out of your own shoes for a minute. From your customer's point of view, what's the most frustrating, confusing, or just plain annoying part of their experience with your product? I promise you, that's where you're going to find your biggest opportunity to improve.
Third, payment. Where do people get stuck? Seriously, go through your own checkout process right now. Is it seamless, or are you losing sales right at the finish line because of a few unnecessary steps or a lack of options?
And number 4, follow-up. What is your system? And I mean a system, not just a vague hope. What is your actual, repeatable process for encouraging that first-time buyer to come back and buy from you again and again?
Answering these 4 questions, really digging in, it gets you right to the core insight of this whole explainer. It helps you understand what is truly driving your business forward.
And this brings us to the most important point. We're not just talking about a sale. That basic transaction, that is the very heartbeat of your business. Each and every pulse tells you if you're healthy and growing or if there's a serious problem that you need to fix. So mastering those 4 stages, acquisition, delivery, payment, and follow-up, it isn't just about crunching numbers in a spreadsheet. It's about learning how to check the pulse of your business at any given moment. The only question left is, do you know how to find yours?